from your breaking news and weather authority. This is 13 WHAM News at 6.
Tonight, a family demanding justice in the death of a man who police say was killed by a drunk driver.
My dad, last time I talked to him was Saturday, and last thing we said was, I love you, and...
Good evening, I'm Don Elhart. Jeff Eden appeared before a judge today, coming face-to-face with that family of Jean Culp. Police say Eden was driving drunk when he struck Culp on Lexington Avenue yesterday morning as Culp was inspecting an issue on his tractor-trailer. 13 WHAM's Andrew Macbeth was at the Hall of Justice this morning.
I want him to rot in hell.
Early Tuesday morning, 51-year-old Jean Culp was allegedly struck by a drunk driver as he was standing by the rear of his tandem tractor-trailer. According to police, 53-year-old Jeff Eden was operating the vehicle while intoxicated and was arrested on second-degree vehicular manslaughter and DWI charges. Eden was arraigned this morning in Rochester City Court.
My brother was stolen, a father was stolen, a son was stolen, and a best friend was stolen. And there was no accident. You don't accidentally drink. You don't accidentally drive. You intentionally do this.
Culp's family traveled from North and South Carolina to attend Eden's arraignment.
Last time I talked to him was Saturday, and last thing we said was, I love you, and, you know, I got 20 years and 21 years with my dad, and that was not long enough at all.
I'm beyond mad. That's my brother. We fought like brothers, we laughed like brothers, but I miss him again.
She said to me Monday night, he called me, I had a house full of people there, and he said, Mama, I'm going to let you go. I love you, and I'll talk to you in the morning. And like I said, morning never came, and I said, I love you too. And then he's my son.
In Rochester, Andrew Macbeth, 13 WHAM News.
Other news tonight, an arrest has been made in a murder that happened in Rochester's East End district last January. Police say 23-year-old Gregory O'Neill shot at 25-year-old Michael Mathis several times, killing him. O'Neill was taken into custody yesterday at a Henrietta hotel. Mathis was acquitted in the 2015 Boys and Girls Club mass shooting on Genesee Street. Police have identified the woman who died in a fire at the Westage apartment complex on Saturday night as 59-year-old Stephanie Terry. That fire is still under investigation, but it appears to be accidental. Repairs on that sinkhole along St. Paul Boulevard in Irondequoit are now complete. The road reopened this afternoon. That work began weeks ago after a sinkhole opened up when a storm sewer drain broke after a heavy rainfall. As you see there, a car fell into that sinkhole. All the repairs have now been made. Thousands of students returned to school today in the Rochester City School District, including 52 migrant children. The district is providing translators in several languages, and school leaders say they are committed to working with all asylum-seeking students and families.
It prepares them for the world, right? We have a world that's full of diversity, full of different languages and opportunities. And as soon as our students understand how to navigate different languages, different cultures, then we know how to live together better in this world.
State law mandates all children, no matter their legal status, are entitled to a public education. And now to the weather on this Wednesday evening. We just missed an official heat wave this week. Curious as to what that is. Let's find out. Still very hot out there, and Scott's here to tell us how much longer that's going to last.
I'm a stickler. I've been beating up the the producers and people about what a heat wave really is. And it really is defined as 3 days in a row at or above 90. We got the hottest day of the year today at 92, but was it enough? Let's have a look right now. And just like my man Meatloaf, R.I.P., said 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Well, we got 91 yesterday, 92 today, but Monday, no, we didn't quite get there, 89. So certainly not what we could have gotten. But there's a beautiful shot on the WHAM cam. It is still 90, feels like 96. So that is truly that heat advisory criteria. Once you get over 95, real feel. Now, taking a look at what's going on west and south, we have this line of showers. They are moving west of us tonight, so that's good news for the evening. But as that line gets closer, instability gets closer. We could see through the evening an increase in clouds and maybe, Don, a chance of a shower, rumble of thunder. We'll time that out for you for tomorrow in the forecast coming up in a few.
All right, thank you, Scott. Well, changes are coming to New York State gun laws next week, and this will include a requirement on background checks for ammunition. Stephanie Joseph joining us now to break down what this will mean for gun retailers and customers as well.
Don, this is all part of gun legislation Governor Kathy Hochul signed last year. Normally, retailers would submit background check requests directly to the FBI, but come September 13th, they will need to go through state police. Gun retailers across New York State are preparing to change how they do background checks. Shops will be required to submit background checks on ammunition to New York State Police rather than the FBI starting next Wednesday.
How it used to work is you'd fill out like a background check form, and I would go straight to NICS. I would run that background check, and the government would tell me yes, maybe, or no. Now I have to take all of your information, relay that to a trooper, then they're going to contact NICS.
The National Instant Criminal Background Check System, or NICS, is operated by the FBI. State police will now contact NICS after a gun retailer reaches out to them for a background check. And customers will now pay a fee, $9 for a firearm background check, $2.50 for an ammunition background check.
You can pass the firearm background check, but you can still be denied an ammunition background check.
State police tell me if someone fails the background check for ammunition, they will have 30 days to appeal. Still, gun shops are concerned about how to navigate the new law.
The thing that scares me is once there's a lot of cogs in a machine, things start to go a little crazy.
State police say the fees will be used to fund the state's NICS unit and the background check system. The new requirement goes into effect 1 week from today, Wednesday, the 13th. Don?
Thank you, Stephanie. And there's more ahead on 13 WHAM News at 6 tonight. Sean McDermott made a major decision for his Bills offense for the opening night game against the Jets. Coming up in sports, Mike tells us about the young player that gets the start. But first, a closer look at the new space that will celebrate the arts at RIT. Ground was broken today for a new 750-seat performance theater at RIT. The theater, designed by renowned Los Angeles architect Michael Maltson, will be 3 stories tall, going to have 2 balconies, a food service area, and an historic pipe organ. RIT President David Munson says it will be one more reason to consider coming to RIT.
We're actually leveraging this program to recruit better and better students. And so I won't name names, but you can think of the finest schools in the nation in the tech space or within a couple of hours of here. And we reached the point where we have students turning down those colleges to come to RIT just because of this program.
And music as well. That theater expected to open in 2026. Well, the annual Fringe Festival returns to Rochester next week. Crews are building the Spiegel tent. That is German for mirror tent. It will serve as the central stage for stunt shows, aerial routines, and much more. This year's tent is imported from Belgium and is much larger than previous years.
Spiegel tents actually have become featured attractions in and of themselves. They're really special, very special places. They became popular around the year 1900 in Belgium as traveling music halls, and they have inlaid oak floors and stained glass windows and mirrors.
Yeah, come down, take a look. The festival runs September 12th through the 23rd. And we want to make sure you tune in to our annual special preview on the Fringe inside the Rochester Fringe Festival. We'll hear from some of the headliners, like the artist who will launch a hot air balloon over Parcel 5. That special airs this Friday night at 7:30 right here on 13 WHAM ABC. And still ahead tonight, spreading the sunshine. How staff and volunteers at Wickham Farms in Penfield are sharing the sunflowers and where they went. And Scott will tell us how many more sunny days are in store.
Ooh, no, don't say that.
Window, presented by the National Weather Desk.
A herd of wild horses grazes along the shores of Washoe Lake, south of Reno, Nevada. What appears to be a spinner shark goes after its next meal in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And the morning dew and a perfect sun angle highlight this spider web in Abingdon, Virginia. Just a reminder, Halloween is only 55 days away.
Listen to Off the Radar. New episodes every Tuesday. Find it wherever you get your podcast.
You're watching 13 WHAM News at 6 with Don Elhart, meteorologist Scott Hetzko, and Mike Catalana on sports.
It has been a tradition for 7 years now, and what a perfect day for Wickham Farms to spread the sunshine. It is a sign the seasons are changing. Sunflowers standing tall for a final performance, if you will. They've entertained thousands who came to view them, now onto a new home.
We have a crew come in, volunteers, staff, everybody, and we cut sunflowers before we get ready to plow over the fields, and we donate about 125 jars to Golisano's Children's Hospital. And then some of the local senior communities have also dropped off jars, so we'll drop jars off to them as well.
A reminder, as each flower is carefully cut, that if you couldn't come to see the flowers, they can come to see you.
It's an amazing day. I've been able to be part of the drop-off at the hospital every year, and it's just such a good feeling to bring all this color, bring all this sunshine, and brighten the days of the families that are at the hospital.
Sunflowers, standing tall. Volunteers carefully looking for the next one to cut.
Well, it's for a wonderful cause, and the Wickhams are a great business in our community, and it's nice to support something that they support. And there are a lot of staff people who are here. This is the day Wickham Farms is usually closed, so we're all here volunteering our time.
Volunteers who made those deliveries to the Golisano Children's Hospital this afternoon. Sunshine, transferred from bright sunflowers to the smiling faces of youngsters. A reflection of love that comes from spreading the sunshine. Yeah, what a perfect day. And it's a little warm out there in the fields to be cutting those.
Yeah,
but,
that was well done.
They feel good about it.
You can tell a story, Don Elhart, that's for sure. All right, let's talk about the sunflowers are fading, but summer seems not to be. We'll have a look at when that changes coming up.
Celebrate this Labor Day by working less and saving more at City Mattress. Save up to $900 on adjustable mattress sets, sleepers, beds, and more. All with interest-free financing. Visit City Mattress today.
What's called? All right, let's talk about temperatures today in the low 90s, upper 80s for highs. Now, this map is not telling the entire truth, the whole truth, and nothing but it, because 92 was our high today. It only says 90, but hang on, that'll update automatically on the weather sticks here from the Mesonet. But I love those because they're all across the state, real-time weather data from reliable sources, really good stuff. Warmest day of 23 happened today at 92. Yeah, it felt a little hotter, right? It did, and humidity was up just a tick as well, so that worked in concert to make us feel a little more uncomfortable. Look at that dark cloud hanging over Western New York right now. This one's not leaking, but boy, isn't that a pretty cloud? Yeah, 90, 96, and as the Rolling Stones said, who have a new album coming out, hey you, get off of my cloud. We will, and we'll move on. Look at this temperature tonight, man, air conditioning working double time again. We're going to be only in the low 70s overnight tonight. A pop-up shower or storm is possible overnight. Okay, it's not probable, but possible. Let's take you through it and show you why. So here's tomorrow morning, 6, 7 o'clock, few showers, but, you know, just mainly cloudy. Another very warm day tomorrow, but more clouds and a higher chance of an afternoon shower or storm tomorrow will make sure that our temperature does not get lofty into the 90s. We will stay in the 80s during tomorrow, but with that high humidity, still kind of tough on the body heading out. And then on Friday, another chance of showers and storms. So this is a front that's moving in from the west. And I talked about last night how that ridge would move east, but this front is going to slow on its approach and then becomes stationary as we go into Friday. It'll languish here through eastern PA. That setup puts us in the risk of more storms tomorrow. Severe storm risk is greatest east of here. It won't be here, but don't be shocked if we get a quick downpour, some lightning in the afternoon tomorrow. 3 to 9 o'clock time frame is possible for that to occur in our area. So don't be startled if that occurs. Now, Monroe County tomorrow, still very soupy, a few storms popping. You see the probability at 50%. So, yeah, that's exactly it. You got a 50-50 shot in the county for that to occur. A little higher chance off to the east, though. I think maybe eastern Wayne County, Finger Lakes, low to mid-80s, very warm air and very humid. That will begin to slow down the heat part of it on Friday and Saturday, mid-70s. So please read this when I talk to you. Can you come in real quick and look at it? 1 or 2, not all day. Not all day. It's not going to be a terrible weekend, but every day has a risk of a shower or storm. By Monday, we're in the mid-70s. And then next week, midweek, it could become quite cool. So enjoy summer weather. I know it's annoying sometimes this time of year, but it won't last. So enjoy it while you can.
We've got to what, 21st?
Yeah, that's the official.
Okay.
Yeah, we got some time.
Yeah, why not? All right, well, we're pointing ahead to Monday night for the game down in New Jersey. So what do Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs have to say about having the right mindset for the primetime opener? It's coming up in sports.
And same story on Wall Street today as inflation worries continue to take a toll on the markets. Take a look at the numbers as we head to break.
Accident firm in the state.
13 WHAM Sports, sponsored by BobJohnsonUsed.com.
The Bills open in the primetime against Aaron Rodgers, but that hasn't stopped Bills head coach Sean McDermott from calling on a young, inexperienced player to be his guy in the middle against Rodgers. Second-year man, Terrell Bernard, gets the call at middle linebacker as the starter. It'll be the first start of his career. It's a big game for him and for everybody on the roster. With more on that, here's Jean Culp.
Yeah, no big deal, right? Prime time to start things out against future Hall of Fame quarterback Aaron Rodgers and a divisional game, no less. Look, the Bills say they know what's at stake on Monday Night Football, and they say they're ready.
Everybody out there is eager. Everybody out there miss football. And it's their first time getting to compete at a high level, and it matters.
It matters, and it can make a statement. And Josh Allen says the key to getting the team ready?
We need to rely on our captains and our leadership and experience. We feel like what we're saying, how we're saying it, it's important. But it's the right way to get it done to make sure that we're staying calm and ready and focused to play a game.
Yeah, calm, ready, focused, and present.
Be where your feet are. And everybody, coach kind of always gives us stuff to kind of like have a motto and something that do your 111th. And we kind of like always all agreed that, matter of fact, let's do more.
And it's that more that they think will separate them both on Monday night and the rest of the season. Yeah, so as we're getting closer to game day, now something to note today from practice, Micah Hyde was limited due to a back injury, but Jordan Poyer spoke today after practice, and he said there is no doubt in his mind that Hyde will be back out with the team on Monday night. With the Bills in Orchard Park, Jean Culp, Buffalo Plus.
Yeah, and we're ready for Monday night, too. Jenna, Dan, and me on the field at MetLife Stadium for the Buffalo Plus live show at 7 o'clock. We'll preview the game and have the latest information on who's playing and who is not. That is Monday at 7. The game follows at 8 right here on 13 WHAM. All right, last night the Wings lost to Syracuse when Mendon's Danny Mendick beat Rochester with a walk-off hit. How about the same teams playing today? Eric Mejia here for the Wings. Home run ties the game up for Rochester. Goes to the 9th inning. Once again, the Wings with the lead, but they cannot hold it. Wyatt Young with a hit here to tie the game for the Mets. They won it on a sac fly in the 10th. Syracuse beats Rochester today, the final 7-6. And that is sports tonight.
All right. Hey, thank you, Mike. And when we come back, our bright spot shines on a couch potato.
Today's Bright Spot is sponsored by the Mary Cariola Center.
Well, finally tonight, our bright spot shines on our general sales manager here, local sales manager, Steve Sanderson. Not always, though, sales, was he, Mike?
Yeah, I know. He started at Channel 13 40 years ago as a sports photographer. Oh, man. Then producer, and eventually a sports reporter, and also an anchor.
There he is.
And yes, Don, who could forget his days of predicting the weekly Bills games as the infamous couch potato.
Yeah, Steve did move into sales 2 decades ago.
Oh my
He's now
gosh.
the local sales manager. You see Carl Schuba.
Yeah.
We've lost him a few years ago, but one of our great sports
Who's that guy
photographers.
on the right with the shades? There they are.
What? Who, me? A bright spot for our viewers and for our clients for 40 years. Thank you, Steve Sondesol, for
He's still working.
still being with us.
That's it.
Who is that
hanging in
young,
there.
goofy-looking guy next to him?
I don't know. That's me.
All right, we don't have much time. Quick look at tomorrow. We'll say goodnight.